Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode on my podcast, Own Your Health. And I'm your host, Okweoluwa. I'm here today to share with you how nutritional therapy can be a benefit on chronic diseases. Now, before I go into nutritional therapy, I want to share that nutritional therapy is different from the normal traditional clinical nutrition. How? I'll explain to you. Now, when it comes to nutritional therapy, it is a holistic approach. It's not just focusing on one part, it's holistic, and it focuses on the therapeutic effects of foods and nutrients on our health. I mean, food as medicine. Food is our medicine. Get your prescription from the kitchen. That was a nugget shared by Dr. Axe. But when it comes to just traditional clinical nutrition, that focuses on counting the calories or the macronutrients, and that's not what we are focusing on today. Nutritional therapy considers other things than that. It looks at the nutrients in the foods we are eating. It looks at genetics. It looks at our individual differences. It looks at our metabolism. It looks at lifestyle factors. We are different, and genetics and things like that can impact our health. So, nutritional therapy actually looks beyond just the calories and the macronutrients that we're eating. So, now let's take a look at some examples. Now, one of the primary tools that we use in nutritional therapy is what we call elimination diet, which involves looking at your diet and removing things that could be harmful in your health, for your health. For example, you want to remove things that are potential allergens. So people are allergic to some things and they are not even aware of those things. And when you remove those allergens, your health becomes better. There is a digital body scanning dimension that we use that shows you all the things you are allergic to, how it affects your body, how it affects your mental health. Yes, so we want to remove those potential allergens. We want to remove irritants, things that are irritating your body, and you are not aware. Some people, it might just be nuts that they're irritated to. Some people might be allergic to nuts and they are not even aware of it. And removing them, identifying them, and removing them, helps us to deal with food intolerances and food sensitivities that cause or can lead to other things. So this can also help us in managing things like irritable bowel syndrome. When you know your allergies, when you know the things that are triggering it, you know to keep away from them and then prevent you from having recurrent episodes of irritable bowel syndrome called IBS. It can help you also to remove the triggers of migraines for people that have migraines, that suffer from migraines. It can also help in removing things that trigger autoimmune disorders. Now, autoimmune disorders are just horrible, and they just sort of sap the life out of you. Another important way in which nutritional therapy is good is that some specific nutrients or supplements, can be used to address deficiencies in the body for specific functions. So let me give examples. Omega-3 fatty acids are very, very helpful when it comes to treating inflammatory diseases, when it comes to dealing with inflammatory diseases like arthritis and cardiovascular disease. So anybody with arthritis would benefit, from taking foods that are high in omega-3 fatty acids or taking the supplements. I take foods that are high in omega-3 fatty acids, both the animal one source and the plant source. For plant source, sometimes I take things like parsley, which is just a wheat, but it's very, very high in omega-3. And for animal source, you can get it from things like oily fish like salmon and mackerel fish. So let me continue. So apart from addressing these things, what are the other things we can use nutritional therapy for? Nutritional therapy can be used to improve the interventions for chronic diseases like diabetes. When it comes to managing diabetes, it's important to use, nutritional therapy to manage the glycemic index, to manage the sugar levels, to regulate blood sugar levels and reduce the need for medication. When you can use your food, to lower your to eat foods that are low in glycemic index and lower your blood sugar levels, therefore there'll be a reduced need for your tablets. And there are foods that are good for these. If there's a particular food that has been researched to be good, and that is what you call bitter melon. It works, in a way that some tablets for, diabetes works. So, and it doesn't have the disadvantages that those tablets have. You can also use it when you want to, manage conditions such as hypertension, cardiovascular disease, and obesity by promoting a healthy heart diet that is rich in fruits, rich in vegetables, lean proteins. Not, when I say lean proteins, that means meats that are lean. So you're eating things like chicken and fish instead of beef, and in whole grains. And when you're talking about whole grains, talking like rice that has not been polished, rice that has not had, that is brown rice, not long grain rice. Okay, so those are specific areas in which you can promote, the cardiovascular health and prevent cardiovascular disease and prevent obesity. We can also use nutritional therapy to prevent chronic conditions. For instance, a diet that is rich in antioxidants. I'm going to talk about those antioxidants soon. Vitamins and minerals, which are micronutrients. They strengthen the immune system. We need to boost our immune system. But foods that are like processed food, refined foods that are high in sugar, they actually reduce the function of our immune system. They can make our immune system even paralyze it for a few hours, and we cannot afford that. Let's, for example, you take a drink of a soft drink that is loaded with about 9 cubes of sugar. It can paralyze 50% of the immune system for about 4.5 hours, and we cannot afford to do that. So when we take these foods, we want to reduce the risk of, when we're taking the healthy foods that are rich in antioxidants, vitamins and minerals, and even phytochemicals, we are going to be reducing the risk of diseases like cancer, And when we adopt this balanced and nutrient-dense diet, we are supporting healthy weight management, which is key, very, very key to preventing conditions such as type 2 diabetes and heart disease. Nutritional therapy can also address underlying factors such as chronic inflammation or hormonal imbalances. Let me look at chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation is usually the cause of practically every chronic disease, including cancer. And when it comes to hormonal imbalances, things like estrogen dominance is a serious hormonal imbalance that affects women and leads to things like fibroids, endometriosis, and some reproductive cancers. So when we provide the body with the necessary nutrients to support optimal function, we will be able to address these issues. When you are eating foods that are high in fiber, when you're eating foods that are balancing your hormones and removing the bad estrogen out of your body, you will be putting your body in a position to reduce the development or even the size of fibroids that are growing in the womb. Okay, so it's so incredible how food can have a powerful impact on our health. So you can use food, for example, there have been examples where they've used food to sort of help and improve the health of somebody who had rheumatoid arthritis. And when they identified and removed the food sensitivities, the person had reduced, attacks and pain when it came to their rheumatoid arthritis. The same thing, there have been success stories with people who have irritable bowel syndrome, and they've discovered the sensitivities and their allergies and all that, and it helped to improve the quality of life. It helped to transform their life because the root causes were dealt with. So these are just amazing ways in which nutritional therapy helps us, maintain optimal health. Okay, so when we can create for you personalized plans based on your unique needs and health goals. And we can use this to help you transform your health. And we can use this to monitor your progress. We can make adjustments with your own personalized plans. and ensure that the right nutrients that you need are supplied to your body. So hence the importance of nutritional therapy. And so let me just share some tips, that for exploring nutritional therapy. So I'd say get a pen and paper and write this down. First of all, you need to educate yourself about the principles of healthy eating. A lot of us are unaware about how important healthy eating is, how it works, what it's all about. We also need to, get the knowledge about specific dietary recommendations for your own health. So for diabetes, there are some recommendations of what you should be eating. When it comes to fibroids, there are recommendations. When it comes to heart disease, when it comes to high blood pressure or high cholesterol levels, there are dietary recommendations. Then get a food journal. Keep a food journal and keep track of your diet. And note down any symptoms and changes you notice. And so when you do this and you go through them, it helps you to adjust your eating habits to know what not to eat and what not to eat. So it's important that you seek the guidance of a qualified nutritionist or a nutritional therapist. Like I am, I'm a retired pharmacist, I'm a certified nutritionist, I'm a certified nutritional therapist, to tailor, and create a personalized plan for you to meet your specific health goals and plans. So I hope this, has been a blessing to you. I hope you've got some tips from it to help you manage if you have chronic disease or even to prevent them from manifesting. So I hope to catch you next week as I deal with another episode. Catch you later. Bye.